Oh, isn't that just cute as can be? Look at that, huh? Huh? Look at that, a pink teddy bear. Who brought the pink teddy bear? There you go. Well, thank you so much. Does this bear have a name? No name, just a pink teddy bear. Okay, Let's see. Does the Bible talk about bears? I don't know if the Bible talks about teddy bears, but the Bible does talk about bears. I'm thinking of two places right off the top of my head. There probably are more, but two places. One of the places that the Bible talks about bears, you remember David was keeping his flock. He was a shepherd. You remember before he was a king, when he was a boy, he was out keeping the sheep. And was it a bear that came on him? Or a lion? A lion. Was there a bear? A bear too? Oh, good. Did you ever have where you just start to think, oh, wait, did I just mess that up? And you sort of forget what you think you know? How many of you had that happen? Okay, thank you. I feel better. All right, so yeah, and remember how we learn about this is because David went to go to see his brothers when the great giant, the Philistine Goliath, was challenging the armies of Israel, and he would come for 40 days. He'd come out and stand in the valley of Elah, and he would, I defy you, and send somebody out here and defy. And so David wasn't even in the army. David went to see his brothers that were in the army, and he heard this Goliath challenge the army of God and the honor of God. And so he goes to Saul the king, and he says, hey, listen, I want to be the guy that goes fight. We can't let our God be treated like that. And he said, and he tells what happened, how one day a lion came and he slew the lion, and one day a bear came and he slew a bear. How many of you think you would be courageous enough to face off with a lion or a bear? I'm not sure if I would. How many of you are glad you probably won't have to? Well, maybe you may. Who wants never to have to worry about that? Never want to find out? And so on that day, Saul said, okay, you have at it. And David won a wonderful victory. And I think that reminds me of this, is that what God does to give you power that you don't have is wonderful. And every one of us reach points that we are limited. We don't have enough power and strength. And so God gives us the power and strength we need. The other time, I used not to, there's another occasion in the Bible, but over the years, for some reason, this one I really like, is whenever there was a prophet, and what was his name? The prophet that the bears came out? Elisha. And there were these young people that came out, and they mocked him, but it wasn't just about mocking him. They were really mocking him as the messenger of God. And they came and mocked him. And guess what they said? I love this. This is go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And that's why I like it, because I used not to be thou bald head, and now I am. So the Bible's become real to me. And what happened? Well, because these young people really it was mocking God and the messenger of God, the Lord sends a bear, and boy, he tore them up. Wow. And that reminds me that getting bald has its benefits. But it also reminds me of something far more important. And that is a respect for the proclamation of God's word. And gratitude that God raises up people that tell the Bible truth and proclaim his word. And in the New Testament, we're told, despise not prophesying. That is when God communicates the truth. Don't belittle it, but be responsive to it. And so the power of God, and a responsiveness to the preaching of God's word. And you know what? If you will have such a dependence on the Lord for his power and an openness to the Lord for responsiveness, you'll really be glad. And all of that from a pink bear. All right, thank you for bringing that today. All right, Pastor Alexander is going to lead us in singing, and I'm going to give this, I'm going to put this right here. And here, I need a guy or gal to volunteer to pick up this box. You got it, Braden? Okay, he's going to pick the box up. You can get it after church, okay? All right, very good. And you can get your bear after church as well.